Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a more colorful makeup look. So if you're going on a date or you're having a girls' night with your girlfriends, this is more fun. I don't wear eyeshadow every day, so in this video I will be doing eyeshadow and I'll be doing more of a colorful lip instead of a nude. So let's get started. I always prime my face and I use the Fenty face primer. I love it. It's like a lotion and a cream. I hate like oily or greasy feeling primers. I've tried a few of them and I'm not a big fan. So this one is by far my favorite. And today I'm going to be using the Fenty foundation. I am in the color 360. I love this stuff. It's super matte and it always says shake well. And actually when I bought this, they were out of the brush that Rihanna made with it, so I got a Sephora brush that's just like it. It's their Pro Foundation brush. I believe it's brush number 47. So just put some on the brush. I have like two mirrors going on today, so I'm looking at one mirror and then the camera and another mirror. When I first started using this foundation, I thought it was it didn't feel like it was super full coverage at first, but then I noticed that as I do the rest of my face and it starts to dry, it dries super matte and it dries full coverage. And when I wear this foundation, I always make sure that I put extra lotion and primer on my face because I have naturally very dry skin. So the matte foundation, I don't want my skin to look too dry with it, even though I'm not about that like super dewy glowy look. Yeah, I think this brush works great for this. I haven't gone and purchased the Fenty brush, but the woman at Sephora told me that it works just the same. And I also like this foundation because my forehead is, like I said in my first video, my forehead is darker than the rest of my face. So this foundation actually doesn't make it that like weird gray color. It makes it look like the rest of my skin, which I'm a huge fan of. Because I hate having to mix foundations or having to buy the same foundation in two colors. So this foundation is great. And again, my baby hairs are out of control. If you guys have any recommendations on hair products that I could use for my baby hairs, that would be fantastic. They always are just like Frizz City and it drives me crazy. So then for concealer, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape. I am the color medium. I have some errands to run today. I'm getting lunch with a friend. I have my second wedding dress fitting, so kind of want this to stay on all day. I use my Jeffree Star Skin Frost mirror because this mirror is huge and I love it. So if I need a handheld mirror, this one is perfect. And then just blend it all in with my beauty blender. Ooh. It's amazing how all these different concealers, like they say they're full coverage, but sometimes they're not, and this one really is. Love this one. It's phenomenal. And I feel like I always make weird faces when I'm blending in, like I move my mouth like that mess. You know when girls do that like mascara or that there's like, I feel like I do that when I blend. I don't know why I do. I do. And I always try to make sure looking up helps me to kind of stretch my eyes so I can get right up under my under eye. I hate when like I miss that small little line here, and I have some wrinkles under my eyes, so I always try to make sure I blend it in really good so that it gets in all the wrinkles and the creases. I guess they're creases, really, not really wrinkles. Actually, I don't do this every day, but today I'm going to put some on my nose and up there. Just who did I learn this from? Oh, Desi actually did this one time, and she said it helps to add more, it helps your face not to be so flat. And I actually did this the other day, and I got lunch with my friend, and she was like, oh, your makeup looks different. And I was like, yeah, I did this whole thing, this new thing with my concealer. It really worked. So I'm still working on making sure I don't get like these super harsh lines when I'm doing it, but for the most part, it works out. I'm gonna set my face using my Dermablend setting powder. I love this stuff, it's great. Ooh, it gets all over. I wear black all the time, and it gets all over my black clothes. Drives me crazy. I think I have like 3 or 4 different setting powders, and I like them all, but Dermablend is probably my favorite because I can leave it on, and then when I brush it off, it doesn't leave like that white powdery residue, or like if I take a picture, it doesn't have that flashback, which some setting powders I have done that, and then I see the pictures and I'm like, I look like a ghost. This is not okay. So now I'm gonna do my brows with my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, and use my NYX eyebrow brush for that. I try to use, I could use this works. I use this just to fill in my eyebrows. They get kind of faded when I put on my foundation. Thankfully, I don't have to draw on eyebrows. Sorry, there's like all these mirrors. Because I could just use the camera as my mirror. Nothing too crazy. So I recently got this gift star tart thing at Ulta, and the woman was like, oh, it's a good thing you're getting it now because it's gonna be sold out by Christmas and blah 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 blah. I had an itch. So I've been loving this. I'm just recently getting into eyeshadows, so this one has like all these different ones. So I was like, oh, that's perfect. They're small pans. I can try them, see if I like them, all this stuff. I do not have an eyeshadow primer, which is kind of annoying. I know you can use concealer, but I did that one time and it was like all sticky, even though I put a powder over it, and it was just not, it just did not go very well. I have all these different brushes, so I'm gonna try to do like a neutral. I like neutral, like warm reds, browns, even though my eyes are brown, so they say you should use, I think, like green or purple eyeshadows to make your eyes pop, but I just like nudes and warm colors. So I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics blending crease brush number 105, and I'm going to what do I want to do today? All right, I'm going to take this color up here called Festival and get that on my brush, tap off the excess, and start out here and make my way in. And I don't like a crazy eyeshadow look. I like a very subtle eyeshadow look. I don't know, maybe that's weird, but I see all these other people and they, you know, have these super bold, bright eyeshadows. I'm like, oh, I love that. But I could just never see myself doing that. I don't know why. So I'm taking a little bit more and just taking it on the inside, just sweeping it across my crease. My eyelids fold funny, like they fold differently. Like if you see this one you see more. So trying to do eyeshadow can sometimes be a pain because I feel like my crease is different in both eyes. I don't know. So then I'm gonna I have an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. Love this thing. It's like a flat top. And I'm going to put this color here, Starry, all over my lid. Just tap off the excess and just put that. Like they're almost the same color, but they're not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just gonna put that all over. Take a little bit more. And then this color here is probably my favorite color in this palette. It's called Fringe. It's the second one down, this one right there. So I'm going to take that with my Precision eyeshadow brush by IT Cosmetics. It's brush number 112. I'm going to put that just a little bit, like a lot comes off when I do it. So, and I don't, like I said, don't like all that color. So I like to use this on the outer corner. And then I kind of blend it in like a circular motion. Blend it up and in. To kind of get that red on the outside, then the brown on the inside from the other colors. So kind of like that. I mean, it's nothing too crazy. You could always add like a shimmer or a glitter if you were, you know, a night out with your girlfriends, or, you know, a date night with your boyfriend, fiance, whoever, husband. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. It's been really cool. I mean, this is only my second video, but it's been really cool. You know, just sharing all this stuff with you guys and, you know, doing something that I love. I recently not recently actually, I started doing my own makeup maybe, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years ago. Before that, I never wore makeup. I wore like super heavy eyeshadow and eyeliner. Like I never wore concealer, I never wore foundation, I knew nothing about any of that. I'm like, what is this stuff? So then I started watching YouTube videos and I was like, oh, it's like, you know, that doesn't seem too hard, and you know, the products they listed and everything. So I started doing it and I fell in love with it. So I've been talking about doing this for months now. My fiance probably got sick and tired of me talking about it. So here we are. And you can always add like an eyeliner to this. You can add anything really. I just like a very simple eye look. I'm not, like I said, I'm not huge on like bold things, but I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat. And this eye seems to be, they're all the same. Sometimes if I feel like it's too harsh or I feel like the color is too dark, I will take the brush that I used in the beginning to put the crease color on, and I'll kind of just like buff it, because it still has some of the other lighter color on it. So I'll just kind of sweep that over the eyelid. That's what it's called. Huh. So that's it for my eyeshadow. And I'm gonna bronze my face using my Hoola bronzer. I love this stuff. It's fantastic. Just on my cheeks, over the nose. And this stuff also helps to get all that setting powder off too. And now I'm going to dust this off, set my face with my setting powder. I use Ulta Mineral Powder and my Real Techniques powder brush. I am the color Dark 01, and just put that dusty dust, brush it all away. It's like I'm looking in the mirror and then I'm looking here and looking everywhere. I'm trying to show you guys. Okay. Ooh, it is like all over my hand. So when it gets all over my hand, I don't like to just like wipe it off with like a towel because I hate wasting product because some of it is so dang expensive. So I'll just take whatever's off on my hand. I'll take it off with my brush and I will just keep on going. And then this Ulta Baked Bronzer. Love using this stuff as a highlighter. And I love my fan brush. I wasn't a huge fan of the fan brush, when I first got it, but then I started using it more and kind of had to teach myself where to apply the highlighter, because I was like applying it like all the way down here and I was like, don't think that's right. So now that I know how to properly use it, I love it. And I like a very subtle glow. And then all we have is mascara and lipstick. I love my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Helps me to not have to use false eyelashes. Oh. This is a fairly new bottle too, so I don't have to dip back into it, which is nice. And originally I was going to do a lipstick. I was actually going to do this Kylie matte liquid lipstick in the color Kristen, but I was like, I don't know. So I'm going to use my Fenty lip gloss today, which I love, but I like to put a liner down with it because it kind of gives it more color, because it's like a nude lip gloss. I don't know. So I'm just going to use the Kylie Kristen lip liner to fill in my lips and then use the gloss on top. I always put chapstick on before I put my lipstick on, so then I feel like it just glides funny and goes on funny, and I don't know why. It's annoying. Okay. And then I get like those things drive me crazy. And this is the finished look. I know my videos are kind of long, so thank you if you watch the entire thing. I'm still trying to figure out how to speed up the process. So yeah, let me see if I can change the lighting a little bit. So yeah, this is the finished look. If you guys like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave any comments below, any feedback, and I'll see you next time.